Okay, hi everyone. This is Donna McDonald. I am super excited to be here with you and Marsha Arwood, as well as Debbie Lyerly, who are our two trainers for our April Zoom team gathering. We wrapped up March really strong, and we will share some of the numbers with you in just a little bit, but we want to make sure that we start April strong and just keep this momentum going. So let me just do a screen share with you, and we will get this party started. Okay. Okay, so can everyone see my screen, large screen?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, perfect. Okay, so as I said, this is our April team meeting, and of course, we always like to start out with recognition. We had some amazing numbers, and these are just some of the new March team members that we welcome. So we are so happy that you have joined our team because, of course, we're a little bit biased. We think that we're the best team in the Pampered Chef, but we are just very passionate about the company and about really helping all of you get started as new consultants. So as you can see, the first column will be our new consultant's name and also their recruiter. So there's more than just one slide this month. We actually have 2 full slides of new March team members. So we had that $39 kit that definitely skyrocketed our recruiting numbers. So I want to just say congratulations to the recruiters as well as the consultants. And you know, there was lots of new consultants who didn't, it wasn't just that $39 kit. The $39 kit, I think what did was motivated us, the recruiters, to get out there and keep inviting people. Because we know statistically, you have to ask a person more than just once for them to decide to give Pampered Chef a try. So we're going to see some amazing things happening from all of these new consultants. And again, we're so excited. So that's what our team sales was over for our organization for the month, 130,000, as well as we welcomed 187 new team members. Our goal was 160. So we exceeded that number, and we are so excited about that. So congratulations to all of you. So I think let me go ahead and we have some background news. Okay, so Marsha, can you tell me if Nancy's joined us? And I'm going to turn the rest over to you and Debbie.
Okay, I'm just checking. Okay, so I wanted to just give you a little background about how Nancy came to be kind of our adopted team member. We were on the Atlantis trip a couple of years ago, and we were eating dinner, and they were at the next table. So we kind of struck up conversation, and we've just been buddies ever since. So Pampered Chef just brings all kinds of people into your life. Nancy lives in New Jersey, and you know how she ended up with a friend from Tennessee is really funny. Sometimes we need a translator because we have a little cultural misunderstanding every once in a while. But she is a great friend. She's an awesome consultant, and she has a really strong show schedule. She does mainly live cooking shows. She does do virtual, but she has got a lot of business from the cookware line. So not only does she get a lot of bookings with the cookware, but she also sells a lot of cookware. So I thought with the April guest special or host special that she would be perfect to share what she does. So are you there, Nancy?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, because I just see my name.
Okay, so Nancy, if you hover over the bottom of your screen, there'll be a camera with a little line through it. Click on that, Nancy, and it'll bring you on camera. There you are.
Okay. Hi. Oh, I look terrible. Thank you so much, you guys, for asking me to join your team meeting. I appreciate it. And Marsha, those are nice, kind words. Thank you. And so Marsha mentioned that I do mostly live cooking shows. I do. I do anywhere between 10 and 15 live cooking parties a month. And I also do a couple virtuals here and there and some fundraising. I'm real passionate about fundraising, so I like to do that too. And one of the things that I sell a lot of is cookware, because I love cookware. Just to give a little bit of background about myself, and something that I say at my parties, is that I started this business just wanting cookware, and I wanted knives. I wanted nothing else, and I only wanted to do this for 3 months. So as soon as I earned all the cookware that I got or could, I decided to stay, and now I'm here 14 years. So obviously it's more than cookware and more than knives. But that being said, I do love cookware, and I really feel passionate about it, and everybody needs at least a good set of cookware in their kitchen. And I felt that I had it all. Pampered Chef gave it all to me. I had every single piece you could possibly think of. So when they announced that they were redesigning the cookware and coming out with new cookware, I thought, what could they possibly do to make it any better? I really had no idea how much better it could possibly be. So when the videos came out and the announcement came out, I still couldn't believe it. And it wasn't until I started using it that I truly fell in love with it. And Marsha and I talk about the old cookware, which was the all-purpose pot. And I know Marsha was passionate about that. And I told her, you have to take that multi-pot out. If you're not using that at your parties and selling it, you're not being fair to you and your host. It's $300. It's more than I call mine Rosie, the quick cooker. It's more than Rosie. It's more than the quick cooker. And when it's funny, because now that the quick cooker is out, I haven't brought my pot, and I miss her so much. So I'm looking forward to using it all this month. So I make one pot meals all the time. I tell everybody I'm a family of 4. I have a 21-year-old Marine who lives at home with me, and I have an 18-year-old and a 50-year-old, all men, and they eat a tremendous amount of food. So I have to cook a lot. So that multi-pot allows me to make recipes in bulk. So I can make my soups, my stews, my chilies. I can do pot roast here. And my family's not eating one pot roast. My Marine eats one pot roast. So I need to make 2 and 3. My friends can't believe how much food I cook for them, but they eat a lot. And so that pot allows me to make bulk recipes, whether it's my gravy and my meatball, sausage, braciole. I can throw everything in there. And when I demo this, I'm passionate about it, and I tell a story. If you tell a story, actually find a piece of cookware that you absolutely can't live without, whether it's the grill pan or the double burner grill pan. It could be the 8-inch saute pan. Whatever it is, feel passionate about it and talk about it and tell a story. So if you're using a grill pan, tell the story. It's raining out, or it's snowing, or it's so windy you can't keep the propane lit. So what are you supposed to do with all the burgers? Well, now I take out my grill pan and I put it on the stove, and I can cook my burgers and my onions and my peppers all in the same pan. So paint that picture for all of your guests, because if they can envision what you're saying, then they're going to envision themselves in their kitchen with the grill pan, cooking their burgers or their chicken for their family. And that's exactly what I do with every single piece of cookware I use. And I use the multi-pot mostly and the 12-inch skillet. So when I talk about the multi-pot and any other cookware, I'll be honest, I don't go into detail about all the technology of the cookware, because you and I know it's great. There's like nothing else like it on the market. But honestly, the big words, my guests don't really care about that. They just want to know, why is it so good? They don't care that it's, reinforced 4 times. They want to know what's so great about it. So I go on to tell them my story about why I needed cookware, and then fast forward to how Pampered Chef improved on the cookware. And my favorite thing is the handles come off. That is so awesome. And then I get my guests involved. Like, why is this so good, you guys? And they'll look at me and they're like, because I don't have any storage. Now I can store it. So they're coming up with their own solutions, but that's exactly the reason why I love it, for storage reasons. It also goes in the dishwasher. The handles are dishwasher safe as well. Not oven safe, but dishwasher safe. And I tell them that. And then I tell them I choose not to put mine in the dishwasher because I like it so nice and shiny on the bottom. But I want them to know because it can turn a different color on the bottom. So I want them to know that. So that's my favorite feature. Another feature is there's no rivets. So I tell them, listen, guys, when you're at home and you're cleaning this, you're going to, and you have all those, scrubbing around all those rivets there, you're going to remember me and say, she was right. Nancy was right. These are a pain in the neck to clean. I need to go get new cookware. Because who wants to spend time cleaning it? Our cookware cleans up like nothing I've ever seen. And then again, like I said, the dishwasher safe. So 3 features: dishwasher safe, the handles come off, and the rivets. Those 2 work too. And you will never need another piece of cookware as long as you live. Nothing will happen to this. And if it does, we back it with a 4-year warranty. So all you have to do is just try a piece out and you will love it and you'll come back to me to get some more. So that's what I tell them. Now, going back to the multi-pot, because I love it so much, I walk them through it with the lid. So that lid can stand up in one of the handles, which is awesome. So you don't have to take that lid and put it on your countertop, because what happens? You leave a ring, right? Yeah. Who wants that? Who wants to clean it up? Not me. So I just put it right onto the handle and it just drips right back into the pot, which is, to me, one of the best things. And then it also comes with the strainer that collapses, and I demo it and I show how it collapses. I put it on the table and then I take the hot pot and I put the hot pot right on top of it. That's what sells the multi-pot. People love that feature that you can collapse that strainer and use it as a trivet. So be passionate about the cookware that you're selling. Know it. Know why it helps you get dinner on the table faster. Know why it cooks the food all evenly. So you're not going to have some burnt chicken on the left side and raw chicken on the right side. It's going to grill it 100% evenly. So it helps those that don't have a good piece of cookware. It's going to help them see what a good piece of cookware does. And that's exactly what we have to offer for them. So, did I talk too fast?
No, you're good.
Okay. So just be passionate about the piece of cookware that you're going to sell. And Marcia, I want you to use your multi-pot. I love it, even more than the all-purpose pot.
Well, I'm trying. I do love the grill pan though. We grilled. Their chicken was on sale at the Fresh Market, so we grilled just bunches of chicken. So we've got chicken for the freezer. That's another thing I do with the cookware. I like to show people how they can meal prep. So the double burner grill pan is perfect for that. So we did about 10 pounds of chicken over the past couple of days in the double burner grill pan. So we've got all kinds of chicken in the freezer. It's cooked, it's chopped, it's ready to throw into any recipe. And that gets a lot of attention. Meal prepping is big. So that's going to go right along with our new protein.
Marcia, I did, I took down some stats because I ran a report to see exactly how many multi-pots I have sold. So it came out last March. And really, when Rosie came out, I stopped using my multi-pot and I brought my quick cooker. So from March to August, I sold 27 multi-pots. And since I haven't been bringing her, that's when it's an eye-opener to me too. So since I haven't been bringing her, I've only sold 5 since September. So that's a big difference. I'm using it, and I also got bookings from it. So if you're looking for bookings, and whether you have a full calendar or just you need some more on your calendar, do a live video with your favorite piece of cookware, because the live videos will help you get some bookings. I posted about the cookware today plus the bonus, and I got another booking. So people want our cookware. They just need to know how to use it.
So Nancy, what would you tell somebody who either has none of the cookware so far, or they only have a small piece of the cookware? What would you suggest for them?
So it's a question that I get often, and I try to get to know my customer or my guest or my host, and I ask them, like, what do you cook? What do you like to cook? How many people are you cooking for? Do you try to avoid cooking with fat? Because with our stainless steel cookware, you need to have, even though it's nonstick, you still need some kind of fat in it. The nonstick cookware, I make eggs in it almost every morning, and I don't spray it with the spritzer. I don't put anything in it, and they flip right over. So I try to figure out with them what type of cookware that they like most. On a side note, I think everybody needs at least one stainless piece of cookware, because you need to sear meat, especially for pot roast or for stew, chicken. Sometimes you just need that. And then to see how many people they cook for. Now, obviously, if they're only cooking for 1 or 2 people, the multi-pot is not for them. So maybe it's going to be a smaller skillet. The 10-inch skillet is probably the one that I would sell to them. Or if they're looking for something for just to cook, veggies or pasta, then I would go with one of the sauce pots. If they're a larger family, I'm all about the big pot. So.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So that's really great to kind of help your customers figure out what pieces they need. So as far as consultants who maybe they're newer and they just don't have a big collection of products yet, what would you suggest to them? How would you suggest that they sell and market the cookware if they themselves don't have any of the cookware, or maybe they only have a small piece of their cookware?
So I would tell them that sell it, talk about it, talk to somebody who has the cookware, ask me any questions that you want, look for videos, and see what piece that you would like most. Learn about it and then talk about the cookware. You don't need the products to sell them at all. I don't bring the cookware unless I'm using it. I'm not carrying all of that, but I still talk about it, and I ask them to open up to the catalog. I don't know the new page numbers, I'll be honest. I ask somebody to find it, and I give them chocolate. But I ask them, ask them what would fit in their life. Now, new consultants can earn all these PC bucks. Take advantage. Don't buy a piece of, or use bucks for a small piece of cookware. If you're feeding a family of 5, 6, 7 people, get a big piece of cookware, and then you can use it at your parties too. If you have the 8-inch saute pan, the 8-inch pan, you can easily carry that to your shows, and you can do a quick little demo in there. Grill a piece of chicken or flip 2 eggs.
That's a good. Do you remember when we used to do the ice cube trick at parties?
Yeah.
Why did we stop doing that? Because that still is really impressive, I think.
Yeah. I might bring it back.
Yeah.
I used to burn a piece of cheese too. Well,
I used to do that too and wipe it out.
Yeah.
I did that too.
Yeah. So
can you kind of tell us how you're going to market the host special for the cookware this month?
For 60% off, that everybody deserves at least one piece of good cookware in their house. There are 21 meals in a week. Even if you use it 7 times a week, 4 times a week, it has paid for itself. There's products out there that people only use in the summertime, in the wintertime, the lawnmower, the snow blower. This is a piece of cookware that you're investing in yourself and your family, and you will use it at least 7 times a week.
Oh, that's awesome. I hope somebody wrote that down. You'll have to post that wording for us, because that was really good. I love it. Thank you so much for helping us out with the cookware, because I know you're the perfect person to get some ideas from.
My pleasure.
Does anybody have any questions for Nancy real quick? You were so good. We don't have questions.
Oh, sure.
That was great. Thank you so much. Thanks.
Thank you. Thank you for asking me, Marcia.
Okay, let's see. I guess if we go on to the next slide, Donna, if you have not checked out your email today, we got an updated host special for April. So if you are a little bit new to Consultants Corner and you want to find all the different flyers that you can share and all the marketing images, you just go to the homepage and click on marketing images, and then click on host, and then you'll scroll down to April. And they hadn't updated it earlier. Does anybody know if they updated it with the extra $100 in free product? It is updated now. Okay, so if you missed out on the news, for any April show that hits $550, they get an extra $100 in free products. So the cookware special is always really sweet, and that's even going to make it better. So that's pretty exciting.
Saw that.
Okay, so I'm going to let Debbie tell us a little bit about ways that we can increase our April sales.
Hey, Debbie, do everything Nancy said. That's the best way to increase. Wow, Nancy, I tell you, I had tons of notes. It was great. And I tell you, it just happens that Friday night, I actually melted a piece of cheese and it just kind of rolled around that pan. So everybody was like, I can't believe that. But yeah, so that's an awesome demo. It's just kind of like selecting a recipe using the cookware, since we do have the cookware. That's a special in April. And if you don't have a piece of cookware, you can still talk about it. Just go to the website and type in recipes for skillet, and you're going to see a ton of recipes mentioned there. And just jot down just a few of those names and just talk to people about the recipes that you can do in your cookware. What you're going to find is some guests are going to go ahead and just buy it straight out, but for others that won't save money, you're going to be able to book them for April so that they can get it at 60% off. I always like to also during my parties create a list of like must-haves, and I definitely talk about those at the party. You know, what you want to do is exactly what Nancy was talking about. You want to paint the picture. You want to paint the picture of why they must have these products. And that's really easy to do if you're passionate about the products come out. And it should really come out because these are your favorite 5 must-haves. And the other thing that you want to do to increase your sales at the parties is when a customer comes up, they haven't ordered $75, I will mention again the guest specials for the month. But one thing I do not say is, oh, you're $5 away from getting the guest special. Because if I do that, they're going to say, well, what's $5? But what I may say to them is, you're so close to earning the guest special. Was there anything else you wanted to add to your order tonight? That gives them permission to go through the catalog and to see what product they did look at, but they didn't put on their order. Something that we're going to see from Pampered Chef for 2 days is the waffle puff pan. And they tell us it's going to take over all of social media channels and the websites because they're going to share how to use it, all the cool things it can make, and everything that we're going to love about it. And I'll be the first to admit, which a lot of you are probably saying, I can't believe she hadn't done that, but I haven't used my waffle puff pan. So I can't wait to get that out, and maybe I'll be the one going viral as well using that pan. So they're telling us that there's going to be more details a little bit later in the month. So we'll know about that. But there was something I saw today that's really interesting, and it's a new course that the company is offering to us. And it's at PC University. It's called Maximize Party Sales Through Individual Connection Training. And I looked that up today to see where it's at, because a lot of times I kind of struggle a little bit too, just trying to find exactly where these courses are. But if you go to Pampered Chef University on that page, and then scroll to the middle and click the selling, and under selling, you're going to click start course. And then you're going to have to scroll all the way to the bottom. And then you're going to see that Maximize Party Sales Through Individual Connections. So that's going to be something that you're going to want to make time to watch. In fact, I've got it on my schedule to go back and watch it tomorrow. So I think that's really cool that they're offering that training. Okay, so that's what I've got to say about increasing sales for April.
Okay.
All right, Ms. Marshall.
Debbie. Okay, so we were asked to kind of give you some words and kind of role play a little bit about how to interact with your customers after the party, after the sale. And basically, so many of us, and I'm guilty of this at times too, we leave so much money on the table because we don't take care of our customers after the fact. we want to develop a relationship and make sure that the next time they have a child that's getting married, the next time they need to purchase an item, they want to think of us very first thing. So we want to use customer care and good follow-up to build our business. So Debbie and I we're gonna give you a little tidbit about how to use the 222 system to follow up with your customers. And the 222 comes from a trainer named Belinda Ellsworth, and she has been in direct sales for years and years. She's a trainer. She's one of the very first trainers that was from an outside source other than Pampered Chef that I ever heard. And over the years, her advice has just been wonderful. So she encourages you to follow up with your guests the first time within 2 days of the show, the second time about 2 weeks after the show, and then about 2 months after the show, just to keep tabs and to help kind of keep you in front of them. So Debbie and I are going to role play. I will be the consultant, and she's going to be my customer. So we're going to give you just an example of what you might say on each of those scenarios. Okay, so I'm going to call Debbie up. Now, this is a perfect world where she's actually going to answer the phone. So, so we're gonna get her on the phone, because that does still exist. It is possible to get people on the phone. It's not as easy as it used to be, but it can happen. So I do suggest, if you can, try to talk to people on the phone when you can, because then they know your voice and you can kind of get to know them a little bit better. You're a little bit more limited when you text. Okay, so I'm going to call Debbie, and so Debbie's answered the phone. So, hi, Debbie. This is Marsha with the Pampered Chef. Did I catch you at a bad time?
Oh, no, now it's fine.
Oh, great. Well, thank you so much. I just wanted to thank you again for coming to Donna's Pampered Chef party the other night. It was so much fun. Did you enjoy yourself?
That was fun. I had a good time.
Oh, great. I'm so glad. Well, you did a great job helping with the recipe, so I really appreciate you pitching in and helping me get that pasta recipe finished.
I know, that was so delicious. I've made it for my family since I've been home.
Oh, wow. Already? You must have really liked that one. That's great.
I did.
Wonderful. Well, I have there's a whole bunch of recipes on my website. So did you keep your catalog from the party?
Oh, I didn't.
Oh, well, you know what? Is it okay if I text you my website, so that way you can get on there and find some more recipes that are like that one?
Oh, yeah, that'll be fine. Do you have my number from my order, right?
I do. So if it's okay, I'll just text you that right now. I've also got a Facebook group, so you can join that if you like. I like to put recipes on there as well.
Oh, well, okay, yeah, send it.
Okay, great. Well, if there's anything I can do for you, just let me know, and I'm going to check back in with you after your product comes. So if there's anything I can do, just let me know. I'll be happy to answer any questions. And of course, I want to make sure when your order comes that everything's okay.
Okay, and thank you for those recipes.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you, Debbie. I'll talk to you soon.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, so, there's a couple of different schools of thought. You could go ahead and ask about booking a party. You could go ahead and ask about the business opportunity. Sometimes it's just nice to let them hear your voice and kind of create a connection with them. So, if she had indicated that she had interest, I probably would have pursued that a little bit more. But sometimes you just need to kind of, be friendly and just let them know that you're there to take care of their needs, not be real salesy, real pushy. So, Donna, what do you think? When you follow up, do you like to go ahead and pursue the opportunity and the bookings, or do you like to just kind of connect with them?
I was thinking it's based on my relationship with them first. If I had a connection with them at the party, or when they place the order, I may make a joke like, okay, it's part of my job. I have to ask you. So it really is based on, if I have a connection with them to start with. But I definitely don't, if it's your first call to them, you don't want to pounce on them, you know, because it's building trust, just like you said, Marsha.
Okay, great. All right, so we're going to do what we would say about 2 weeks or whenever the product comes. You know, sometimes the products come fairly quickly, so you'd want to kind of gauge your timing based on that, because you don't want to wait too long. You want to make sure they get that product out and learn to use it and love it right away. So I'm going to call Debbie. This is about 2 weeks after the party. So, hey, Debbie, it's Marsha with Pampered Chef.
Oh, hey, Marsha.
Hey, it's so good to hear it's so good to hear your voice. Am I catching you at a bad time?
You know, I have about 5 minutes.
Oh, great. Well, I'll just take a second. I wanted to check in and make sure you got your order okay and that everything is just as it should be.
Yes, I did get my products, and I really have liked them.
Oh, wonderful. What have you liked the best?
Well, you know, that skillet I got from you, I've been making that recipe that you made at the show. I've made that a couple more times. And I also appreciate you sending me those recipes, because I've made a couple of those too.
Great.
I didn't know Pampered Chef has such good recipes.
They really do. You know what I love about Pampered Chef recipes? Anybody can make them. They're not difficult, and they come out so well. My family always loves them. So I'm so glad you've enjoyed that. Well, you know, since you like that skillet so much, I did want to mention too, were there other pieces of that cookware that you were interested in getting at some point?
Well, I do like it, but I tell you, you know, budget-wise, that was probably like my purchase for the month for sure.
I understand. It definitely is an investment, but you know, you're going to use that at least several times a week forever. So, you know, it's a good investment for your whole family.
It truly is.
And they've loved that recipe. I tell you what, if I take my kids to Cracker Barrel, it's about $50 and they're hungry 2 or 3 hours later. So you were the smart one, just getting that skillet so you can make whatever they like.
Mm-hmm.
Well, just to let you know, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just going to tell you that it really is, and it's just been a great addition. I really appreciate you sharing all the information at that party you did about that, because I could tell that that was a favorite piece of yours, and I'm glad that I decided to give it a try.
Well, I do love it, and I have teenagers in the house, and they eat a lot, so definitely, you know, we cook quite a bit. They would break us up if we tried to eat out any more than we do. So that's always been a good thing, to be able to cook something that they like really quickly. And I just wanted to let you know, I know you had your eye on a couple other pieces. We have a great host special for April. You can get any piece or set of that cookware for 60% off. And they're even doing a bonus extra $100 in free product. Would you be interested in just getting a few friends together? Let me teach you a new recipe, so maybe you can add another piece to your collection.
Oh, well, that is tempting right now. But you know what? I'm going to have to look at my calendar and see what all I've got going on.
Okay.
Can you follow up with me and give me a couple days? Can you give me a couple days to think about it?
Absolutely. And you know, I usually do parties on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So let me give you the next couple of dates that I have so you can check those and see if those would work for you. And then I'll just touch base with you. Let's see, today's Monday. How about if I just touch base on Wednesday and see if any of those dates will work for you?
Yeah, that'll be good.
Perfect. Okay. Well, thank you so much, Debbie. So I'll text you my available dates, and then we'll touch base on Wednesday and get something on the schedule that'll work for you.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks, Debbie.
All right, bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, Donna, so is there anything you would want that you do differently on the follow-up, the out-of-the-box call, so-called out-of-the-box call?
No, not at all. But, you know, I hope that you all heard, you know, Debbie, it's very easy when the potential host says, you know, well, I'm really not sure. Let me look at my calendar. You know, Marsha steered the conversation to her benefit. You know, she said, I only do my shows Tuesdays and Thursdays. today's Monday, if I call you on Wednesday. So she laid the groundwork, and Debbie didn't feel like she was backed into the corner. So it's important that you take control of the conversation, but make them feel like it's, still, it still is an option for her to say, yes, this is a good date, or no, this isn't a good date. So that was well done. Thanks, Marsha.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so we're real quick, we'll just do like a 2-month, and this is just a guest. We're going to do it as a guest who did not book a party. She just ordered, and then touching base with her a couple months after she's had her products. So, hey Debbie, this is Marsha with Pampered Chef. How are you today?
Hey, Marsha, I'm good. Hope you're doing well.
Oh, I am. Thanks so much. Am I catching you at a bad time?
No, now is actually a good time.
Oh, great. Okay. I just wanted to take just a second and check in and see how you're enjoying that skillet that you got from Donna's party a couple of months ago.
Oh, I wish I'd have had that thing a lot earlier than first thing at that party. Oh,
It makes
goodness.
all the difference, doesn't it?
The cleanup, oh my gosh.
Isn't it wonderful?
Takes me so much time.
That is great. I am so glad to hear that. I love mine too. I cook for, my family. My kids are teenagers and they eat a lot, so I cook a lot. And that everybody deserves good cookware. That's for sure.
I'll have to say one thing about that cookware is the quality of that cookware. I mean, I have told so many of my friends about it. And they just can't believe it either. I mean, they just love it.
Oh, that's awesome. I just have to ask, because you love the cookware and you said you've been telling your friends about it. Have you ever thought about doing something like what I do, just to kind of tell everybody about the products and just collect some orders?
Well, I haven't. I don't know. Does that take a lot of time?
Well, it depends on, would you be interested in making a little bit extra money each month?
We're always needing income for something. Our cars in the shop, and oh goodness, vet bills, and yeah. You know what? I've never thought about doing anything like this. I don't know that I could.
Well, I think you're pretty much doing what I do anyway. I just love the product so much. I just use them at home and tell my friends and and their friends what I like about it. That's basically the heart of my business. I would never sell or pressure anybody to buy anything that I didn't love and use myself. So I think if I sent you some information, would you be willing to just read over it and let me touch base with you and see if you have any questions?
Yeah, I can't promise anything because I never thought about doing anything like this, but I'd be glad to look over that information.
Well, wonderful. Well, I'm going to email you some things right now, and then I've got a couple of things that I can put in the mail too. So if you like to have paper copies, I'll have you covered either way.
Oh yeah, just kind of send it electronically if you want to. Save yourself a stamp. That's fine.
Perfect. That's what we'll do. And then if it's okay, can I give you a call in a couple of days and see what you think?
Yeah, and if I'm not here, just leave me a message and I'll try to get back to you.
Okay, wonderful. Well, I will touch base, and if there's anything I can do for you, just let me know.
Okay. Well, thank you, Marsha.
Thanks, Debbie. I'll talk to you soon.
Okay. Bye.
Bye. Okay, so sometimes the opportunity kind of presents itself to kind of steer the conversation either to booking themselves, or you can steer them towards the business. So most of my recruits have not come right away. They've come after I've developed a relationship with them and talked to them, several times. So Donna, did you have anything to add on the long-term follow-up?
No, I think that was perfect. That's exactly what I would have said. Thank you.
Okay, great. All right, so now we're gonna do our favorite one. That's when somebody calls you with a broken product. So Debbie is gonna be calling me with a broken stone. We all love those.
All right, Marsha, ring, ring.
Hello.
Marsha, This is Debbie. Remember me?
Hey,
I
Debbie.
did I did a show with you, gosh, I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago or something like that.
It's been a while. Have you been?
Well, I've been doing good. I hope you are.
Oh, yes, doing just fine. Thank you so much for asking.
Well, I really hate to bother you with this, but you know that stone I got when I hosted my party? And I know it's been 4 or 5 years ago. Well, it broke. It broke the other day. And did I say they have a lifetime guarantee? Didn't you tell me you had a lifetime guarantee?
Well, you know what? Our stoneware collection does have a 3-year guarantee. Most of our products that are breakable have, anywhere from 1 to, usually 3 years is usually about the most on a breakable item. There are a few things that'll go up to like 5 years, like our Rock collection. But unfortunately, the stoneware is only 3 years for the guarantee. So we do have a couple of options. I can order you a new stone, and we don't actually have that exact same stone anymore. We've got a new color, so I can send you a catalog or send you the link, so you can look to see if there's another piece that would kind of take the place of that one, and I'd be happy to get that ordered for you. That's one option. But really, your better option would be, what if we just it's been so long since I saw you and your friends, what if we just got a few of your friends together and did a quick recipe, and then you could get that stone for free at your party? What do you think about that?
Oh, I'm just so busy. Isn't everybody so busy? Do they still do those home parties anymore?
We sure do. Yeah, I do home parties. But, if you're too busy for a home party, I also do virtual parties. So I can do it right on Facebook, or I have a new platform where if you don't really care for Facebook, we can do it online, but it's not on Facebook. It's called Squee. So I could do it that way. Or you could just do an old-fashioned catalog party and just pass that catalog around. So we do have some options, or we could kind of do a combination of things. So what do you think?
Yeah, I'm not too much on that Facebook stuff.
Okay.
All my everything. So, you know what, Marsha, you're right. It has been a good while since I've got my friends together. So why don't we do that? I know we had such a good time, and they're probably like me. They probably haven't been to a party in a long time, and they probably need to have a few things replaced too. So yeah, so let's look.
Great. That'll be perfect. I tell you what, let's look at our calendars right now, and we'll pick out a date, and we'll get that planned.
Yeah, let me get my calendar.
Okay, wonderful. Okay, Donna, do you have anything to add to that?
No, that's perfect. And that's as we talked about all those new consultants that came on board, recruiters out there, make sure that, you're not assuming that they know how to handle a return, because often you'll get people that will come to you even though they didn't buy the product from you. You're still a representative of Pampered Chef, so they expect you to take care of their customer service, and we have awesome customer service. So so it really is up to us to make sure that we turn those products that broke into opportunities. So that's great. Thank you, Marsha. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to skip forward here, and whoever is taking over this next slide.
Okay, so we're kind of going back to how to earn the trip and travel with Pampered Chef. And I have had such a good time on all the Pampered Chef trips. Once you earn your first trip with Pampered Chef, you will never want to miss another trip. And so my friend Nancy, I never would have met her were it not for a Pampered Chef trip. So it's just amazing how you can connect with people from different. I mean, she's in New Jersey. There's no way we would have crossed paths any other way. So if you have a desire to travel with us, you will not regret it. It's so much fun. So we are earning Disney this year. Even if you don't love Disney, you're going to love it Pampered Chef style because we have the best time. Our earning period started on January 1st. So if you are a newer consultant or you haven't really worked toward the trip, it's not too late by any means, because the fastest way to earn the trip is by building your team. You get 3,000 points for every person that you recruit who qualifies. So they have to sell $1,250 in sales without going inactive. So even if they join, they stay for a little while, and they quit before the end of the year, you still get those points. You get a point for every dollar in commissionable sales. So of course, to earn the trip, the easiest way is to recruit and sell at the same time. When you promote a director on your personal team, you get 6,000 points. And when you sell $2,000 in each month of a quarter, you get a bonus 1,000 points. So that's a maximum of 4,000 points just for being consistent with your sales, $2,000 every single month. So there's more details about the dates of the trip, what all you get with the trip, and all that's on the Making in the Magic in the Making page on Consultants Corner.
Awesome.
Okay, so I think Donna, were you going to do this part about the setting the goals?
Yeah, so, we always know that, you have to have a plan, and you have to have a roadmap of where you want to go in a month. So the last thing that we'll talk about is how we're going to help you do that. So you're never in business alone with Pampered Chef. Your director team is always here to support you. But it's important that you share those goals with us. So go ahead and do a little screenshot of this so that you can share what your booking numbers are going to be, how much you'd like to personally sell in a month, and how many people that you're going to reach out to about the Pampered Chef business opportunity.
Okay, and we're going to talk a little bit about what's happening in April and try to not spend too much time on this. But one thing to let you know that the last day, April the 10th, is the last day that you can submit parties with the Easter cookie cutters on there so that they'll be delivered in time for Easter. So you don't want any unhappy customers, so just mark April 10th down in your calendar and just know that. And with a lot of things going on, we've got Easter, Passover, upcoming weddings, a lot of bridal showers this time of the year. That's something to keep in mind and to mention at all parties. Ask for referrals. Do you know of anybody getting married? Of course, we have Mother's Day in May and that type thing. But there's something else that Pampered Chef is doing, and it is they're going to have a webinar, and there's going to be 2 of them. And the first one is on April 22nd at 7 p.m. or 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or on the 23rd of April. And I'm sure we'll hear more information about that. So just those would be 2 really good webinars to learn more about the wedding register and so forth. The other thing is 40% off. So if you were active for 3 months, so January, February, March, April is your kit enhancement month. Let's say you were active February, March, and you're active in April. As soon as you get that show in the month of April to make you active, then you qualify for the 40% off the products. And you'll see that basically you're allowed 1 order under $600, and that's before you discount, and only 1 of any item that you can get. And there's more, of course, at the consultant policy guide. For all of the new consultants that have just joined us, say in March, then you're going to have March, April, and May, and then the 4th month will be your kit enhancement month. Is the way that works. But everybody has the kit enhancement month that rolls around every April. There's something to keep in mind about that. And I think that's pretty much all I've got to say about that. National conference, of course, that is just a great opportunity in itself. One thing to mention, if you've joined since last July, you can actually register for conference for $99, and registration for conference opens up April the 8th. Conference is is one of those experiences that if you're wanting to get more out of your business, learn more about this business, come be part of us. You're going to get motivation, inspiration, and I tell you, it's a great time to celebrate with your team. You're going to get so much training, hands-on experience, and I tell you, the giveaways, all of us always take an extra bag so that we can bring home our giveaways. And the recognition and your team milestones, it's just a wonderful celebration. Okay. Donna, Marcia, anything y'all want to add about that, or pretty much we're good?
Everybody needs to go. It's exciting. So much fun. We look forward to it every year. Just wanted to touch on really quick, just to look ahead to May. This year is going to be a little bit different with our Help Up Cancer campaign. Instead of just focusing on the breast cancer as our charity, we're going to actually focus on the American Cancer Society's Hope Lodge program. So that's going to be touching on and supporting all types of patients with cancer. So you can read more about it, but if we go to the next slide, we're going to, instead of having the limited edition all pink products, we do have a couple of pink products that are coming back. The pink and white twisted clips and the pink whipped cream maker is going to be back while supplies last. So those two items, in addition to the snack bar maker and the snack bar maker set, the large size measure cup and the food chopper, all of those products are going to be Help Up Cancer products. So you'll want to do recipes in May that highlight those, and you can share with your guests that $1 from each of those products is going to go to Hope Lodge. And Pampered Chef is also going to donate products to the kitchens at all the Hope Lodge locations. So you've got a lot of people who may not host to get benefits for themselves, but they might host for a fundraiser for a Help Up Cancer party. If they've been touched by cancer, they might like to support the cause that way. So of course, do not throw away April, because we just started, but that's just to help you look ahead to May so you can book a strong month. May is a wild and woolly month with the end of school, so that is definitely a good program to help bolster up your business. And I think that's pretty much all we had, Donna. So,
okay. So does anyone have any questions for Marcia or Debbie on the material, or Nancy, the material that we covered? You can just type it in the chat box if you do. Okay. Well, thank you so much, three of you, for some great training. So if you still are looking for booking ideas and some ways to get your calendar filled, we're going to be doing a booking blitz, and they will be run on your director's page April 3rd through April 15th. And each director has a booking number that they their goal to meet that booking number. And when, as a team, we meet that booking number, Crystal Jackson, Cindy Sparling, myself, and Janine Gagne, we're going to have to catch her, because she's not joining us in Hawaii this year. So we're going to have to catch her for a later date to get a pie in our face. So this will be done in Hawaii. And, you know, they're very excited about putting pies in our face. So we're going to actually help you. I can't believe I'm actually going to help you get bookings in order to get a pie in my face. But we're going to have some fun with this. So look on your director page. Every day there's going to be a post, meaning a tip on how to help you get that calendar stockpiled with virtual parties, in-home parties, fundraisers, all the things that you'll need to know. And so every time you add a booking to your calendar, we're going to ask you to comment on that daily post with a GIF of a Disney character, as well as your host's name and the date of the booking. So that's how your director is going to keep track of the amount of bookings that you're adding. So everybody's a winner in this. You're going to have a solid April calendar, and we know we want to have a solid April calendar because then that's going to bring us into May and bring us into June, and we'll have a jam-packed summer. So I hope that you're going to have fun with this. We definitely are. So watch for the tips and the tricks to get those shows on your calendar. There'll be a pre-post tomorrow, the 2nd, but the booking blitz actually will last from the 3rd through the 15th. So who's excited?
Me.
Yeah.
Good.
Me.
Good. So we will, those of you that will not be in Hawaii, don't worry. There will be video of the event. So we will post the results for you because I know that you're all there in spirit. And of course, we're all going to be together in Disney next year. So we want to, even if you just joined this month, you have plenty of time to be joining us in Disney. So again, thank you, Marsha, Nancy, Debbie, for great training. Thank you all for being here with us, and have a great month. Look forward to it.
Thank you.
Thank
Take care, everyone.
Thanks, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.